Let's say I have a client and this client pays me $1,000 every month. If this client is paying me $1,000 every month, it means in a period of 12 months, I am expecting $12,000 from him. Now, because he is paying me, that is revenue, right? And when we receive revenue, we shall open up the revenue account, and we shall always credit the revenue account whenever we get revenue from this client of ours. So it means that every month I work, I get paid $1,000. I work, I get paid $1,000, and so on. So whenever this money comes in, they pay me $1,000, they pay me $1,000, they pay me $1,000. It's going to indicate in my books that I have received cash because, well, there's an accounting trigger there. When he pays me, I write a receipt. That is a source document. That is an accounting trigger that is going to cause me to post in my books. And I recognize that cash has come in and it has come in as revenue. You know, cash account is affected, the revenue account is affected. I'm going to debit the cash account because cash has increased in my business, and then I'll credit the revenue account because revenue has also increased in my business. So it means that at the point of doing the trial balance, in the trial balance, we shall have the cash account reflecting the amount of cash that I have gotten, and we shall have the revenue account reflecting the amount of revenue that I have received at the point I am making the trial balance. So now let's say it is now time for us to prepare the books. It's the 12 months period is done. It's now time for us to make the trial balance for the 12 months period. If I make the trial balance for the 12 months period, remember this client gives me $1,000 every month. So it means that as far as the revenue account is concerned, it should reflect $12,000 to reflect that he has been paying me $1,000 for every month. That is what I should reflect. But sometimes it doesn't play out that way. Sometimes this client of mine pays me for work I have not yet done. Now, if let's say for example, I have been working and maybe my client instead pays me for months that I've not yet done. That is, at the end of the trading period, he has paid me 6 months in advance. That would mean that this is money that we have, money that I have received in my business, but I have not yet earned this money because I am yet to deliver on the services so that I'm able to earn this money. That kind of money or that kind of revenue is what we call prepaid revenue. This kind of money, it is money that we have received, but we have not yet earned. And that kind of money, because we have not yet earned it, we are not supposed to recognize it as part of our revenue in our accounting, in our financial reporting. So if at the point of preparing the trial balance here, I am my revenue account is reflecting, for this particular case that I am explaining, if my revenue account is reflecting, let's say, $18,000, remember, I am supposed to have earned only $12,000 in a space of 12 months, but because this client of mine paid me money for future work that I have not yet earned, it means work that I have not yet executed or services that I have not yet delivered, it means that there is some money in my books that has not yet been earned. And according to the accrual concept, we are supposed to recognize revenues when they are earned, whether cash has been paid or not. So in this case, cash has been paid of, if you look at the revenue account, the cash that has been paid is 18,000. However, out of the 18,000 that has been paid by this client, we have only earned revenue worth 12 months. That is revenue for, that means the revenue earned there is 12,000. So if the revenue earned there is only 12,000, it means the other $6,000, that is what we call prepaid revenue. And so that prepaid revenue, because we have not yet earned it, we are supposed to eliminate it. We can't recognize it in our statement of comprehensive income because we've not yet earned it. So we're supposed to remove it from the revenue account. So how do we go about this? So this is how it looks like. This is our revenue account. It is reflecting 18,000 US dollars or $18,000, and according to our accounting system, according to our policy, this client pays us $1,000 every month. So it means that in a 12 months period, it is $12,000 that we have earned. So if it is $12,000 that we have earned, 18,000 minus 12,000 leaves us with 6,000. So we have $6,000 here that we have not yet earned, but we've received the cash. So because we have not yet earned it, we are going to remove it from this account. Now, when it comes to increases in revenues, we always credit the revenue account whenever our revenue increases. And so it means that if we have to reduce this amount, we are going to go and do the reverse. We are going to debit the revenue account. So to reduce this revenue account, we are going to debit it by the amount of money that we have not yet earned. In this specific case, we are going to debit the revenue account by 6,000. And so the other item that has been affected is an account that we have going to create, and this account is what we are calling the prepaid revenue account. So this prepaid revenue account is treated as a liability. It is a liability because, well, the client paid us money. We are supposed to offer the services in return. So we are liable to pay so that we are able to earn that money that we have. Yes, we have been given that money, but it is not yet ours because we've not yet earned it. So we are supposed to, make good on the promise to our client so that we earn the money. So it's treated as a liability. So basically, when we are talking about prepaid revenues are simply revenues that we have collected but have not yet earned. Or I can say that this prepaid revenue is simply payment or from a customer or from a client for goods or services that are to be delivered in the future. And the double entry for that is you're supposed to, because this is an oversized account, we are having more cash than we've earned. So we shall reduce the revenue account by debiting the revenue account. And after debiting the revenue account, we shall go ahead and create the corresponding, prepaid revenue account and go ahead and credit it. It shall be treated as a liability in the balance sheet, or call it the statement of financial position. And that is just how we do the double entry relating to prepaid revenue.